Alright. Hello, everybody. I'm Seckswrecks. You may remember me from such speedruns as Chester Cheetah's Wild Wild Quest and Pringles. But this is Ghostbusters for the Sega Master System. Probably the best part of the game is what you're seeing right now, the sing-along. But let's just get things started. So I'm gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we're gonna start with a new game, initials AA for something. We're gonna buy the cheapest car and some ghost baits and ignore everything else. Because the fastest way to play this game is actually not to play it. So instead, I'm going to be playing Where's Waldo on NES while I wait. So basically, in Ghostbusters, I'm waiting for the city's PK energy levels to get maxed out. And what you're supposed to be doing is answering calls to bust ghosts, but while you're busting ghosts, the energy meter doesn't go up at all. So it's slower to, like, be a good Ghostbusters employee. So you just kind of sit on the map. So, you know, it's fun to, you know, play video games, so I'm gonna play a video game while I'm playing a video game. And I think there's a bear on here somewhere to follow the theme of this whole marathon of bears. I found Waldo. Alright, found Waldo again. On to the fairgrounds, is where we can find Waldo. I found him. So I do need to be paying a tiny bit of attention to Ghostbusters, actually. Wandering around the city are the gatekeeper and the keymaster, despite the fact that the gatekeeper never left her apartment when she became the gatekeeper. And they will steal money from you, much like the character in Where's Waldo will steal money from you if you overlap him on the subway. And that's bad, because you need money in order to gain access to the apartment building at the end where you can go and face Zool. Oh, this is not... Oh, there we go. That's the way I want to go. Yeah, subway stage is pretty brutal. Found Waldo again. So in case anyone was wondering if Where's Waldo is worthy of Big Bad Game-a-thon, it's developed by Bethesda, and I think that says all that needs to be said about it as far as its worthiness. So here we got the slots coming out. Oh, I got the fast one first try. Alright. And Waldo's done. In time to have some time left to not play Ghostbusters. So we're just gonna get rid of Waldo, because it's just gonna start flashing like every color the NES can do, and we don't need to watch that. So, like I said, you can see they're wandering around the city, or the gatekeeper and the keymaster, and they'll steal. And those flying bananas that are going to the apartment building there where Zool is, they're raising the PK energy meter. And if you touch them, they'll freeze and slow down the rate that the PK energy meter rises. So that's why I'm just kind of hanging out, parked here. You know, eating a donut. Doing whatever. So now that the PK energy bar is red, the ghosts will form into the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. But I can drop ghost bait in order to, like, gather them at the car and have them stop forming the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh! I just panicked and... I just ended the run. Yeah, so if the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man destroys the city, or a block of the city, you can't really do anything about it. I think I have enough time to only go a little bit over estimate. Please ignore the UI for the, Yeah, so I guess we got time for more Waldo. Need to be in the window for Waldo to work. So if we do, you know, come up on estimate, I know the marathon's running a little behind. We can just kill this. I did finish the Waldo run. We get some more bear action going on here. Oh, where's Waldo? Where? There's Waldo? Yeah, the run died and has a ghost. I got robbed a little bit by Dana Carvey. Yeah, Where's Waldo is slightly randomized. Waldo's in his car. Alright. Oh wow, this is a really easy subway pattern. Oh, Dana Carvey tried to rob me again. So if you get robbed for enough money, you won't make enough money to make it into the apartment building, because you need to bribe the doorman to get in or something. I assume that's why you need $10,000 to go get to the end of the game. Like, there's no real logical explanation for any of why the Ghostbusters game is happening. So, like, the Ghostbusters game, you're not the Ghostbusters from the movie. In theory, it takes place after the movie, and you opened up a franchise after the Ghostbusters were so profitable that, you know, they could have, that they, like, sold you the franchise rights to another Ghostbusters. But, clearly, Zool is still a problem. Because Zool wants to bring back, well, I guess it makes sense, because in the movie they defeated Gozer, and as you'll see in this game, we are clearly fighting Gorza. Much different enemy. Alright, so this time, I'm going to laser focus my attention on not using extra ghost bait. Alright. My finger is nowhere near the waiting. Yeah, so the Zool building, Zool is actually like a dog demon thing that is protecting Gozer. It's just some chick's apartment building. It's where the two people who are wandering the map both live at that apartment building. That happened to be constructed as sort of a giant psychokinetic antenna that is attracting all this this negative energy, and that's why all the ghosts are flying there. And if you are familiar with the movie and the game doesn't make much sense, don't worry. It really... So apparently they were working on a game called Car Wars, so this game is by Activision, and they got word that, hey, Activision, we want you to make a Ghostbusters game, and they were like, we can't get a game out in time for that movie. You gave us like a couple months. And then someone was like, hey, what if we just turn Car Wars into a Ghostbusters game? They drive a car in that, right? And then so we got this. All right, so now I've made it to Zool, and since we can't zap the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, we're just gonna, you know, sneak past him to get into the apartment building here. But you only need to get 2 of the Ghostbusters into the building, not all 3 of them, but all 3 of them will show up here. And now, if you're familiar with the NES version, this is where you'd start mashing and, like, destroy your wrist or thumb or whatever your preferred method for mashing is. But here on the Master System, you actually sort of play a video game where you do, in fact, bust ghosts. And we see the return of the bananas, and we got Slimer, and then we got that banana that throws plates at us. We really, really don't like the plate thrower. They throw lots of plates, and I got slimed. I got very slimed. That was an unfortunate spawn. Another unfortunate spawn. Oh, that plate thrower is dangerous. I'm going for it, though. Alright, so the unripe bananas, they move around a lot, and they are very scary. Alright, we made it to the top of the tower. Not the top, just the 22nd floor. And we can finally fight Gorza. Someone. David Bowie. And that's time. Yeah, the Commodore 64 and Atari versions end before the tower climb. The NES version is nothing but the tower climb. This game is a land of contrasts. So there you can see, we saved the city, we earned $5,000, we only went 2 minutes over estimate. Stay tuned for somehow a good Ghostbusters game slipped into the marathon. You got the new Ghostbusters 2 coming up next. That's going to be a good time. I apologize for everything that just happened and everything that continues to happen. I continue to be Seckswrecks, and this continues to be Big Bad Game-a-thon. Enjoy.